Hey, you guys, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Sorry, I'm a little late. I was trying to hurry up and get this one ready, and I was getting more information as I was getting this ready. So let's hop into it, you guys. I haven't talked about pumpkin, well, outside of today on my last live stream. I feel like I haven't talked about her in a minute. There has been some updates as far as what's going on with her business, her relationship, and it's tea, y'all. Honestly, it's pretty wild because as we all know, Pumpkin and Alana started this online boutique. They started it on TikTok. There was no name to it. They just started getting on TikTok a while back. And when they first started getting on TikTok, they had a ton of people in there watching them. Obviously, these were people that we watched on TV, but never had like a way to actually like sit on a live and like really talk to them. I guess you could say. Like when they came to TikTok, I remember watching and there being so many people on their live streams. And then Pumpkin started selling pins and that did like really well. So then she went into like t-shirts and cups and all kind of things. I mean, she was selling hair bows, she was selling any little thing you get, the keychains, pins, anything you could think of. And I remember back when she was doing this, and she really started going with all kind of stuff, like people saying that she was selling things off Temu. And I remember you could find, exactly what she was selling on Temu and Sheen or Shein or however you say it. Either way, she was doing this through her TikTok page. And then she eventually set up a whole business account, a whole boutique. She got like she started a legit business. Like she got an LLC, she got an EIN, like and she set up a legitimate business. It went from being in her bedroom to a building outside to a big warehouse. I mean, I remember back watched when I was watching this, they would have thousands of people, and she would literally be selling a lot. Like she would sell a lot of pins, she would sell a lot of shirts. And I remember like trying to do the math one time while watching, or actually, I tried to do the math a couple of times, and she was making thousands of dollars. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I thought you was already a member, girl. Maybe you wasn't, just renewed. Because I feel like you already a member, but welcome back or welcome. Thank you so much. Um, did wait, did I send you what you asked? Didn't you ask me to send you something on X? Um, so either way, like when she was still doing the lives on TikTok, not only were people buying from her, but people were sending her gifts too. So she was making bank. I mean, literally, she was making thousands of dollars between her sales and what people were sending her through TikTok. And that's why she was able to like get a building and she just continued to grow her business. If you remember, like when her and Josh were still together, she would go live and she would have like big boxes of merchandise. They even started selling some of their own merchandise, like little lippies and stuff with the Sisters Closet on them, mirrors that had the Sisters Closet on them. Like they had their own little line of items that they were selling outside of everything else they were selling. She started doing t-shirts. She bought a press so she could literally make her own t-shirts, right? And the business was booming. It was doing great. She got the warehouse. Her and Josh, posted a picture of them outside the warehouse. They were like renovating the warehouse. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate that so much. I didn't work yesterday, so I did, but not on here. Anytime, like I normally don't work on the weekends, but anytime I miss a day during the week on here, it stresses me out for some reason. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't work. So thank you. Um, so they were all about starting this big business. And I could understand why, because she was bringing in thousands of dollars. Yes, she was clearly turning around and putting a lot back into the business, but what she was making versus what she was putting back into the business, like she was still ending up like with a chunk of change for her and Josh. They were taking trips, they were buying things. She was also still filming for the show and getting money for that. But the business was booming for sure. Then her and Josh split up and she starts dating Josh's cousin before her and Josh split up. I also heard, and listen, this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything that I say is allegedly based off information that I got. Do your own research if you want to dig further into this. You know, got to put that all out there. But I've been told from very early on that Pumpkin was cheating on Josh with his cousin and that this relationship was going on for months before Josh found out. Well, I also found out that Pumpkin, this is allegedly, that Pumpkin bought Darren a boat before her and Josh even split. That while she was still with Josh, before they separated, she bought Darren a boat. And after she bought Darren the boat, Darren took his girlfriend out on it because he was still. So Darren was still messing with his baby mama, Leanne. He was also messing with Keely, the girl that ended up getting pregnant by him, and he was messing with Pumpkin, allegedly. I mean, I think we can all say for sure that he was messing. Well, I mean, all three of them because Keely ended up pregnant. Pumpkin and Darren were having an affair for a few months before she filed for divorce. I can tell you this: Pumpkin had Darren at the um the hearings that Mama June went to with like Michael and London and all of them. Pumpkin had Darren there, not Josh. And people didn't know who he was. People was like, "Who's that guy that Pumpkin sitting with?" Come to find out it was Darren, and they were already in the midst of anything. Either way, before she left Josh, while they were still together, she bought Darren a boat allegedly, and then, and then Darren went and took his girlfriend Leanne, his baby mama, out in it, and Leanne was like snapping pictures. And I guess Darren told her that he bought the boat for them. I don't know. Very weird. I'll show you guys some pictures really quickly. Hopefully, this is the right one because I got so many files I'm going to share with y'all tonight. Okay, hold on. Bear with me, guys, because Pumpkin is definitely, well, allegedly financially struggling. She has pretty much, from what I've been told, completely stopped with the boutique. She still owes people a lot of money with the boutique, but she has just kind of hung up shop, kind of like she did with that pearl business that she had a while back. Years ago, she had this pearl business and she just stopped in the middle of nowhere, just owing people, um, shells or not oysters, like where you open them and there's pearls in them. Like she still owed people pearls, she owed people autographs, and she just stopped in the middle of it. Why is that not saving? You guys, I literally saved everything to my computer and now I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, this is one photo. All right, so this is the Leanne Reynolds is and I'm not doxing her. Her name is out there all over stuff. She comments on stuff all the time. Like she put her name out there right after it come out that Pumpkin and Darren were together. She started like speaking about the two, so everybody knows who she is if they kind of keep up with this, right? Possibly, baby. Okay, so Darren was still with his baby mama Leanne. He was messing around with Keely and messing around with Pumpkin all at the same time, allegedly. Pumpkin was falling head over heels with this guy, so she allegedly bought him a boat. So this is him with the boat that's there right there. This is Leanne taking the picture, and she put new boat goofing when he don't tell you no. So Pumpkin bought this boat allegedly, and Darren has the other girlfriend thinking that like he bought it from them, that he bought it for them. Here's another picture that she posted on her Snapchat that says "Night Rides." I think that's on the motorcycle, though. I don't think that's in the boat. Yeah, that's definitely not the boat because this was in okay, so this was also during the time that they were together, um, Darren and Pumpkin. So I guess this is just because I got some text messages, some pictures or whatever. I guess this is just kind of proving the fact that like Darren and Leanne were definitely still hanging out, doing things when um he was allegedly with Pumpkin as well. So here's the new boat, and it's so funny because she put when he don't tell you no. And unfortunately for her, just a few months later, he is in a full-fledged relationship with Pumpkin, and she is, an ex, right? Either way, Pumpkin is allegedly, having this affair, buying him boats, whatever. Her and Josh get a divorce, and she brings Darren like into the mix and things really start going crazy with her business. It's no time. And listen, when we found out about Darren, people started coming out of the woodwork to talk about him, like exes, people that know him, to say that like he is no good. He is a womanizer. That when he was married, he would cheat on his wife and he would tell the girls that he cheated with that him and his wife were in an open relationship. That way the women would be like, he'd be like, "Yeah, my wife don't care. We're in an open relationship. She does what she wants to do. I do what I want to do." And he would, mess around with other women. I mean, one of his exes came out to say that publicly. She made a post like that, like, he would lie and tell people we're in an open relationship. He constantly cheated on me. There was also a lot of financial struggles that Darren went through that was put out publicly. It was posted publicly about the truck that he had. I think the girl Leanne had bought it for him, but put it in his name. Like she was the one that gave him the money for it, but it went in his name and then it was repossessed because he didn't make payments on it. Um, so he was already like allegedly having some financial struggles. He gets with Pumpkin. Her business is booming, doing great. She's hired like 4 employees. However, according to the girls who I had, Pumpkin's employees who I had on my channel not too long ago, they said around like October, November, they would do lives preparing for the holidays, selling like, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas stuff. And they were making a lot of money during these holiday sales. One of the girls said one night they made like $5,000. That was like not abnormal to after they do a live to make that kind of money. However, they said at one point, I think like November maybe, Pumpkin and Darren went to Colorado to see Alana, and Pumpkin took all the money that they had for the orders, and she spent it allegedly while in North Carolina. And when she came back, the girls could not order what they needed, like the prints, and because people were putting in orders with her with the boutique of things that they didn't have. Like they would have like we offer this stencil, like, or what's it called? Is it a stencil? Yeah. Like if you want bad and bougie on your shirt, put one in the chat. What color shirt do you want? Do you want hoodie? Do you want a tee? And they would tell what they wanted, basically. And then the girls would have to put in the orders for the color of shirts, the size, and then get them in and then make them and then send them out. And up until like October, November, customers were happy. Like no complaints, right? However, after this happened, the girls could not fulfill the orders because there was no money in the account. Pumpkin was not ordering the stuff. She was not giving them permission to order the stuff. And she told one of the girls it was because there was no money in the account, that she had used the money while in Colorado. Pumpkin then pushed the girls to do more lives, but Paisley told Pumpkin, like, there's no way we can make up for this because we're just, like, we're digging ourselves in a deeper hole because the more we do the lives, the more we're going to sell, but that money's got to go towards the people that we like, towards the people that place those orders that night. We can't use those people money to fulfill the old orders because then those people, like, somebody's still going to be out, right? Like, we can't do that. And eventually it did absolutely catch up with Pumpkin. There were so many complaints. There were people complaining left and right, posting on her page. She was constantly having to delete comments. I mean, I would get on there, at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and see comments, take snapshots. And then like 2 or 3 hours later, I would get back on the same post and a lot of the comments would be missing. So she was purposely deleting them. Also, she was not going live during this time because she was traveling. She had the girls go live a couple of times and then they did not go live and they did not work. And the girls even said that while Pumpkin was gone, they were not working. They could not, like, they couldn't place the orders or anything. She made a post talking about, I'm on vacation, but my girls are in the office working hard, getting y'all's orders out. And they were like, why did she post that? Like, we're not in the office trying to get any orders out. Why did she say that? Either way, at this point, it seems that Pumpkin may have just abandoned ship. She's got a regular job, I guess you could call it. It's not at the Waffle House, which that would have been crazy if it would have been because they were like mocking people that got regular jobs because they're so rich or whatever. But Pumpkin got a job at Academy, and she actually posted a Snapchat photo the other day, and her work tag was actually in it. and it looks like she is like in the back at Academy. But if one wouldn't know any better, they may would think that she's at like, oh, she's, working on her boutique, right? That looks like she's in a warehouse again. So maybe she's still running her boutique. But no, she is in the back at Academy. Hold on, bear with me. Because none of these photos are where I put them. I mean, there were talks about her getting sued. There were. There were not only that, but I know the guy that she rented the building from, the guy that she rented the warehouse from, his like secretary or somebody made a post saying that Pumpkin like only paid 2 months worth of rent and utilities the last like 3 months that she was there. She didn't pay anything. She didn't pay the light bill. She didn't pay the rent. She didn't pay nothing. And that she blamed it all on Paisley, that when they like finally got in touch with Pumpkin, she was like, I've been giving Paisley the money to pay y'all. And they're like, she hasn't paid us. Which Paisley was like, I've never paid any of the bills there. That has never been me. That's always been her. But, anyways, this is what she posted on like Snapchat or an Instagram post, whatever. It's her breakfast, but as you guys can see right here, she's got her little name tag, Lauren Everett Academy. Her little, you know, she still got her last, which that's still her last name, whatever. Wasn't she a nurse before she had kids? Oh, no, ma'am. Pumpkin was not a nurse before she had kids. Pumpkin got pregnant at 17. Wasn't it 17? She was living at home with her mammy. So, she's working at Academy. Whatever, do your thing, girl. No hate. I mean, I would work at it too. I would work wherever I needed to work to pay my bills. However, it seems that what happened with the boutique and this boyfriend that she's like, word on the curb, is she also bought him a truck. Because when he got with her, the Leanne girl had paid for him a truck, but he got repoed. He does have a motorcycle, but also word on the curb is Pumpkin got him a truck. And then I heard that he worked at the quarry. Ain't that what you call it? The quarry. He worked there, quit because he was going to get a job driving a log truck or like a big truck or something. So he quit the job that he was at to get this other job where he was allegedly going to make more money. However, when they ran his information, they saw that he did not have like a CDL. He did not have a CDL or whatever. He could not drive a log truck. He could not drive a big truck. He wasn't qualified for whatever reason. I think it was because he didn't have a CDL. So he ended up not being able to get the job driving the truck. And he had to go back begging for his job back at the quarry. So Academy is a sports store. We have them in the city and I love them. I'll show you guys. Like we buy our kids like school shoes from there sometimes. When they play sports, we'll get their sports stuff there sometimes. They have all kind of stuff. Y'all don't know what an Academy is? Uh-oh. I love Academy. Okay, so this is the outside. It's big, like this is the inside. They sell like North Face, like Mossy Oak. I mean, they hunting. It's like a Dick's Sporting Good. Yes. It's very much like that. Like this is like their sports. Okay. This is like their sports section. But as you guys can see, like back here is shoes. Here's like their running and athletic section. Yes. Nikki said, I worked at Academy for 3.5 years in Alexandria. Nikki, that's not far from me, girl. I was just in Alexandria yesterday. It's so funny. We were at the VA hospital in Alexandria yesterday. We have Dick's. Never thought I have a reason to say that. Isn't it so? Yeah, like dollar store, Dickies, Dick's, whatever. Yeah, that is weird. Okay, so if you jump back, oh, that's not it. Over here. Okay, so here is her boutique, the sister's closet. If you scroll down, you'll see that the last post she made was on March 2nd. It says, hey, girlies, don't forget our comfort colors are still on sale until midnight tonight. 2 to 5 business days time of arrival. What's that? Why I always forget what that means. Just a reminder, you can pick your color t-shirt and we will pick the print for you. And these new summer colors are to die for. Link below in the order. So she has not made a post in over a month. No, I work at Cabrini. Oh, I was at Cabrini a few months ago. Um, so normally when she was actually running this page, she was making posts like every day, sometimes multiple times a day, right? Like sometimes she was making multiple posts because she was trying to sell, she was trying to sell stuff. So here is the last post that she made, and it says, very disappointed with the sister's closet. 5 people liked it. Still haven't heard from you about my outstanding orders. Tina, where were you born? All right. I have sent you a couple of emails about my orders. Still haven't heard back. Just trying to find out when these shirts will be sent out. How do I get my order status? Girl, hang it up because I think she's done with the shop. I placed an order and still have not received it. Any info on when I can expect it would be greatly appreciated. And look, she's not even responding to these people. No response. 4 weeks ago, a week ago, no response. Donna says, I was her biggest fan. As a matter of fact, I think Donna, I'm pretty sure, on one of my TikToks about pumpkin, Donna was like, leave her alone. Like she's gonna make everything right. She's just in a rough time. Leave her alone. I think that was Donna. And I was like, girl, she's like messing people over, stealing money. Like, I'm not trying to attack her. Like, I've talked to the people that she screwed over. I've talked to several of them, right? But yeah, Donna says I was her biggest fan. I think it was Donna. But since November and her not sending out orders, just gave people credit when your order with that still don't receive is not right. She's not answering anyone. I'm still waiting on an order from February. Emailed and messaged, get off there. Emailed and messaged her multiple times, still nothing. Do you have any live shows yet? I haven't seen any. Just curious if I'm just not getting them. So people asking, do you go live? And now she has like these bots in her comment section, which is really weird. Do you still go live? Another bot, I think. Yep. When is your next live? When are these being shipped? No answer. Oh, she actually answered this one. Oh man, I didn't know I could pick the color. I placed order the other day. Just send me an email and I'll take care of you, girly. Thank you. Can you send email link? Last time I tried 2 emails, didn't work. Sends email. Thank you, love. I think it works in email. Has anyone gotten their orders? I read she's not sending the items and she is being shady and not responding to emails. I'm not sure how true it is. I hope that's not the case for you. Haley said, no, I ordered a shirt almost a month ago and sent an email asking about it. Haven't heard back. Yeah, me too. I used the credits that she gave me for my last order that I didn't receive back in November and December for Christmas. What's the point of a credit if she's not going to give you your orders? Need to give the money back. I have ordered right many things from her in the past. Always got them. But since November, she has really been a letdown and owe a lot of people. It's not right. Haley says, oh, wow, I didn't know that. This was my first time placing an order with her company. I just wanted a shirt, but I hope she'll return our money. If she doesn't want to fill the orders. Donna says she won't. She gives credits and looks like after she does that and you order with the credit, you still don't get what you order. I've emailed multiple times and messaged her on her page and nothing. She was doing so good at getting everyone's order out while the girls were waiting for her. But since November, she has hardly sent anyone orders out or answered any emails. No, not even any response to this, right? February 28th were my orders. I placed an order. Thought I was going to say I placed an order, never got it. There was so many of these, you guys, that I had stored in my phone. What, Sherry? My husband's in the chat. Ask him because I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. Or the big. I have no idea. Now, this isn't the first time that she's done this. Here is the pumpkin shucking. This is the pearl situation that she had going on where you could order pearls or she would go live and open up the pearls in front of you, popping pearls. However, she dipped out on that too. This was back in 2019. Adam Mobley tried to make it right. He said, if you order from Pumpkin and haven't received your order yet, please message Adam Mobley and like Pearl Poppin. The orders that have not been fulfilled will be complete tonight. And if they have not been fulfilled, your orders will be recompleted and shipped tomorrow. All orders will receive tracking to go along with orders. These orders will not have any signed pictures. And she was doing that as well. Like people were paying extra for signed pictures and they were just SOL. What about the ones that ordered and were promised autographs in May? I still haven't received mine. And Sarah said, haven't received mine either. And Reagan said, I would love them. I ordered for my mom for Mother's Day so she could have them, but I'm not sure. Me too, was super excited for it. That's crappy. In May, can't be that hard to sign something and mail it off. And then there's a response. This is Adam speaking, not Pumpkin. Due to me not being able to cover the cost of postage, I'm not able to send out autographs that the packages have already been mailed out. However, in an attempt to make things right, I'll see about getting things in line. And if you ever decide to order again, include that in with your package if I'm able to pull off such a thing. That is no promises, but attempts to try and make it right. I would pay the shipping again if it meant I get what I was promised. Will she be coming back on? Is she still selling? Adam, you may want to go back through May 11th lives and see everyone who was promised an autograph who didn't get one. What is Adam supposed to do with autographs, y'all? Force her to sign something? Let's be adults here. Adam is doing the best to make sure you get the products you ordered. That that in and of itself is a tremendous effort on his part and good business. Show this man the respect he deserves for stepping up for someone else's shortcomings, period. I'm not sure where you get anyone was saying Adam was to blame. I simply asked about something that was promised, and everyone else was adding that they were going through the same thing. And I also offered that if he was able to get them, I would gladly pay shipping. So, no, I'm not sure where the let's be adults about this is coming from. Yes, I was promised an autograph also. I've sent 3 messages in the past and have received nothing. So put me on the list to get this part resolved, please. Thank you. I ordered 3 months ago and never got my item. Contacted her many times. She told me it's on the way and never got it, and now she won't answer me. 5 years ago, she was still doing this. Hey, Ann, it's Amy, the owner of All Shucks. I will send you out a new party ball tomorrow. I'm truly sorry for this unfortunate event. So it seems like Pumpkin was working under Amy, and this Adam person stepped in to try to make things right. I don't really know who this Adam person was. I never got my mini monster. Been a month. I got charged. She isn't doing this anymore. No warning or heads up. That sucks. And it sounds like she's doing the same thing, possibly with her sister's closet. She may possibly just be dropped out of doing anything for the sister's closet. Please do not misconstrue this post. Nowhere did it say Pumpkin was no longer doing this. However, it was the last post on there. So clearly she was not doing it anymore. This is being done in an attempt to assure customer care, quality, and satisfaction, as well as assisting Pumpkin to catch up on everything. But mind you, it's the last post. There was never, ever another post on there. So this isn't even Pumpkin's page. Someone else is talking and acting to be her, which it was Pumpkin's page, but Pumpkin didn't even care to get on there to try to make things right. Somebody named Adam did. I haven't got my order for 3 months. Talked to Pumpkin 2 times. She said it was on the way. Still waiting 2 months later. Pumpkin Shumkin says, please reach out to me, Adam, directly so we can see what's going on and make this right. Same here. Please follow the directions in this post and we will do our best to make it right for you. So what's going on? Did she just dip out on everything and she's not doing it anymore? She did not just dip out. Life and prior engagements occur. We're just simply assisting with balancing it out for Pumpkin. Y'all get your butts over to Pop and Pearl and thank this man for helping you get the products you ordered. He's busy already. He did not have to step up and do this. Appreciation and respect goes a long way. Okay, so it seems like Pumpkin had hers, but she worked under this other person and maybe also with Pop and Pearl. Maybe that's who she got her stuff from. Maybe they helped her get started. I don't know. But it seems like when she dipped out, Adam, who ran Pop and Pearl, stepped up to try to make things right. I guess they had some sort of affiliation, and so did this other person. But Pumpkin did just dip out because there was never another post. She didn't even make that last one. Another thing people do need to understand is whenever she tried to do her shows, so many people were not on there for pearls and games. They kept trying to get info about her mom, etc. A lot of people did make it tough on her. Not all. Yes, there's a lot to shipping that most people don't understand when you're a small business owner doing it yourself. Shipping is very expensive, and most people probably wouldn't pay the actual shipping cost. I do hope she comes back when she is ready. So this isn't even Pumpkin. Hey, message me. Ordered a party ball back in July. Still haven't gotten anything. She won't respond to me. She did drop it on the show, but didn't mail it out. I ordered back in June. So yeah, she did the same thing with her whatever pumpkin shumkin situation. Like I said, last post, August 21st, 2019. This post was made March 1st. It's been over a month. I'm curious to see if she's going to make any other posts. And the last video that was done on this page was the video where she basically acknowledged that her and her coworkers had some issues and that she let them go. And she also was like, I know there's some outstanding orders, but I'm gonna get them taken care of. The last live she did was 10 weeks,
I missed you, Christy.
10 weeks ago.
Something maybe.
I don't think that's the right one. Hold on. There it is.
A shop critic girly.
Where's the whole one? Did she take it down? The whole one? Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys.
Shop 24/7 from this owner. So I'm not here to that airs, but we're just kind of finishing up the last season. Hey, Christy, make sure all of y'all that are watching on Facebook right now, make sure that y'all are sharing. Please make sure that y'all share publicly because we're going to do a shared giveaway 45 minutes into the live, and then we'll do a comment giveaway, and of course we'll do a paid cart from today's carts. So hey Amber, hey Cheryl, hey Carla, thank you Jody, hey Candace. I have missed y'all, okay, but honestly I am gonna be honest, coming from a business perspective, I needed a break. I needed a revamp. I needed to find a little bit more motivation, so we're here. Okay. Oh, it might be June 12th. I don't know. I haven't seen any like updates or anything. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't even watch the show. Hey, Robin. Hey, Shay. Thank you, Christina. Okay, first of all, can we talk about the freaking snow that Georgia got last weekend? Can we talk about that? Insanity. First of all, I haven't snowed like that since Ella Grace was born. Hey, Brenda, I'm going to explain how to shop with us. If y'all just give me just a few seconds. I was just trying to let a couple of people get in here so I didn't have to explain myself too many times.
I think it was 4. And
but
I need to
welcome if you're new here. I'm pumped.
I need to reach out to Paisley to see if they got paid because I know that like Paisley hadn't got paid, and I don't think any of them had got. Well, I gotta check that. I know her mama hadn't got paid.
Again, I own the Sisters Closet. This year will be 3 years that I've been running the Sisters Closet. So no, be 2 years, 3 years, 2 years or 3 years. It's something like that. That I've been running the Sisters Closet. It's an online boutique, so you don't even have to get out of bed to shop. You can literally shop from your phone 24/7. I am live, and I'm going to be coming out with a better schedule for you guys as newer inventory does come in. Also, I want to let you know, if you started watching me from TikTok, I used to do this out of my bedroom. I am currently back home, okay? Here are the reasons that I am back home. Not that I feel the need to explain that to anybody, but I, as a business owner, want to own my own building. So I'm getting a building, and we're going to put it on our back acre. And so that way I can have my own little setup back there. And I don't feel like I miss out as much time with my kids. So when the kids go to bed at night, I can just literally walk across the yard and be in my own building. It'll be mine. It'll be bought and paid for. So there's no longer giving somebody money for something that's never going to be mine. Smart business move, first of all. Second of all, I am down to me being the only employee. There's no bad blood with them. I wish them all the best. However, they have ventured out and want to do their own boutique. And however, I do not obviously allow that as a business owner. So I'm not.
Also, we did learn that was a whole lie. That Paisley already had her own shop when Pumpkin asked Paisley to work with her. And Paisley was like, I have my own shop, me and my mama. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. And she was like, are you sure? She was like, yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and come work for me. It was only after Pumpkin started selling everything in her warehouse that one of the girls and her grandmother, I think, decided to open one. And then one of the other ones started doing like hats. So she bought like the hat press. But it was only like Paisley had already had hers for like a while. And she literally, when Pumpkin asked her to come, she was like, well, I already have mine, right? You're not going to care. And she said, no, I don't care. And she literally sold equipment to the other girls because she knew she was like, not really going to be doing this that much anymore. So if you had a problem with it, when you're selling your stuff and they're like, can I buy that? Because I might start doing this. Why not be like, well, I'm still going to continue doing this as well. And I don't think we should be in business. And y'all want to know something else? One of the shirts, I think it was Paisley's shop had made a shirt that she was wearing in one of the lives. And somebody was like, oh, I love your shirt. Where did you get it from? And she was like, I made it, for my shop. And they was like, oh, I would love to order one. Pumpkin sold them, and Pumpkin got paid for them. Or maybe Pumpkin was wearing the shirt because Pumpkin had gotten it. And Pumpkin was like, yeah, sure, I can get you one. So Pumpkin had Paisley make the shirt, and then Pumpkin sold the shirt and got the money for it. Not Paisley, but Pumpkin. And nothing was said. No, like, whatever. It was like, okay, whatever. So Pumpkin's saying that she took issue with them opening up their own shop. One of them already had a shop, no problem with it. The other ones only started opening up their shop after Pumpkin started selling all their stuff. And they bought their stuff for their shop from Pumpkin.
I'm not here to bash anybody. I wish them well on their journey of opening their own businesses and things like that. But to me, it was kind of a stab in the back. So I just want to address that because a lot of people are like, she couldn't do this and she couldn't do that. But I let them go for a reason. So obviously, again, I wish them well. It's 2025. So I let a lot of things roll off of my back. But again, not here to shame anybody. We're doing okay. We're back to just pimp and Pete, which I feel like we'll do better this way. I feel like I'm more motivated when I am just me. And I like lives better with me. Can't nobody be me. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk to y'all and stuff. So, thank you, Bobby. Listen, girl, I wouldn't look like this unless I had done been to work. So, okay, that's another thing to address. Second thing to address, it is the new year. It's a 7 to 14 business day turnaround time. Please know what business days are. That does not include Saturdays or Sundays for me. So please just let that be.
Please know what laundry detergent is. Girl, your sweater is stained from here to Bunny Rabbit, Australia.
Okay? 7 to 14 business days. I'm going to obviously try to get that.
Is this stained or is my eye clenched? The whole bottom of her outfit looks stained. Like the whole, like, I know, like, those are like hoodies from like where Darren worked, and it looks like Darren wore it to work, and then when he was done with it, because it was too stained up, he was like, "Here, baby, you can have this hoodie." And my eyes
down, but I am by myself, and in case things happen, and Ella is also in school, I just want everyone to be aware.
It's dirty.
Second of all,
or stained.
If you are new here and do not know how to shop with us, it is the easiest thing you could possibly do. Okay. Right now, just how everybody is commenting to me in the chat, you can comment register if you do not have a customer account with us. If you don't have a customer account with us, you can comment register.
I'm trying to wait for her to get to the part where she explains about paying customers back and all that.
Once you comment register, our system is automatically going to pick that up and send you a message via Messenger and get you all signed up. Once you've done that, you can either come over here to our Facebook page or you can go over to our website. Our website is linked on our Facebook page, so you can shop 24/7 from the site. I don't have to be live for you to shop with us, okay? We take all major debit and credit cards. We do not take third-party apps. I do want to say that, other than obviously in another group that we have not attached to this. So people were refunded for orders that were missed during the holidays. I have caught up on all emails. I have done all the refunding. And that is now.
And y'all already saw, we just looked at some comments from people saying, like, I ordered November, December, still haven't gotten it. I think we looked at those. Either way, after she put this up, I had like 4 people message me. I think it was 4. It's been some time. But after she put this up, I had a few people message me saying, did you see where she says she's filled out orders or talked to everybody? Like, she still owes me. I haven't heard anything from her. Like, I've been emailing, like, nothing. So that was a full-blown lie.
Behind us, okay? Second of all, I cannot help what happened during the holidays as far as people saying that I didn't ship anything. I don't have anything to prove, and I don't have to throw up screenshots here of how much.
Girl, throw up the screenshots because you literally took the money from live sales, allegedly, and went to Colorado on it. And then you couldn't order what was needed to fulfill the orders.
I spent in shipping over the holidays and how much money.
People pay for shipping.
Yeah, I had to give back. Just
people pay extra for their order to cover shipping
because packages were lost or non-trackable after they were dropped off. So again, that's behind us. It's 2025. I'm going to leave what happened in 2024 in 2024. So moving forward, also for the Sisters Closet, I want to let you know that if you see something on the live, like tonight is our mystery tops. So we have small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X.
Did she do this all week? Pretty much. I mean, really, she was going live like almost every night. And she would literally do it from like, I don't know, like 8 p.m. to like 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And when it got like kind of too big for her, she hired people. At the end of that, she had 4 employees working under her, like doing the lives. And she wasn't really even doing them that much anymore. But either way, where the H is she shipping from that they can't be tracked exactly. And what she was doing is she was printing the shipping labels. So her customers were getting the notification saying, your label has been printed. Like it will be picked up soon and you get another update, like when we have it. But they never got another update. And her employees told us she did that purposely, that she purposely printed the labels. So, the customers thought that their product were already like being shipped essentially. Yeah, she printed the labels and did not send a lot of packages out. I would love to know how many people she still owes money for. Either way, it seems like this situation, the boutique, what happened with the boutique and the money that she spent on Darren has really affected her because now she has taken a job at Academy, which no shame, girl, do your thing. I would I'm going to be watching her page to see if she comes back, but it has been over a month since she's made a post. It's been 10 weeks since she's made a live video. I know people said they were reporting her. I literally had people say like they were contacting the police. They were reporting her. They were reporting her for blaming the post office because that's also against the law. Also, you guys, I thought about Pumpkin the other day because someone close to where I live had to settle with Louis Vuitton because Louis Vuitton threatened to sue them. And Pumpkin would often sell dupes. And I covered this back when she was doing it because I was like, girl, you need to quit. You're going to get yourself in some hot water legally. She would sell like dupes for Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all kind of stuff, right? Isn't Sister's Closet the name of Robin's? So Robin's is the sister wives closet, and then theirs is just the sister's closet. So when she was doing this, I did a video saying like what you're doing is illegal. You better quit because even if you don't know that it's illegal, it's illegal. I did have a lot of people comment back like it's dupes. It's not illegal. You can sell dupes. You cannot. And here, let me share with you guys what happened to someone close to where I live. And this person has put this out there to bring awareness to it. Okay. So let me see if I can get the other one up. This perfect person literally is like, share this, post this, whatever. Like because this person knows of a lot of people that do this as well, that run these little boutiques. Why is that not in there? It's not going to be in order, of course. All right, it says very long awaiting. What happened to your boutique? Now, this is a girl who had an online boutique, kind of like Pumpkin, and she sold dupes. This long post. Don't be rude saying I should have known because I truly didn't. Before I start explaining this, it's for awareness to let other young ladies as myself know how dangerous this dupe business truly is. Even when either one, we don't think it is, or two, you truly didn't know, like I didn't. Living in a small town, it's hard to find something that's not around or that's not already around or that people will grab interest in when starting a business. I fell in love with clothing, bags, accessories for women and children. So I decided to start a boutique. Being a mom of not just one little boy, but having our second baby on the way, we decided a stay-at-home mom would be a great job for me. Would be great for me. I stayed home max 6 weeks and decided to do something. I think it's going to be this one. I did good on kid clothing and stuff, but decided to do the dupes everyone was requesting me to do. That is where my real love fell into place. If you bought from me, were a customer, or watched me with this business, you have seen the 3 a.m. stay ups to get orders out, the long hours to search to find everything you all wanted. You've seen the many upon many orders I packaged and shipped by myself with a newborn. It was so much work, but I found what I love. Almost a year and a half into it, I grew my clientele to not just my little town, but to others too. I was finally helping my family out financially again while being able to be the mama at home my boys needed most of all. Okay, fast forward to July, where my world turned upside down and I was in the most terrifying situation I ever imagined. I received an email from a lawyer in New York. At the top, it said infringement of Louis Vuitton intellectual property rights. I had no idea what any of that really meant, but I knew I never, ever said anything I sold was real, and everyone knew they were dupes. So I thought, oh, had to be a mistake. Then I read the email and it stated a dupe is an infringement of their rights and that I was performing counterfeit measures. I was confused. I thought counterfeit was more of a money aspect. I didn't have counterfeit money in my possession. So then I read all 136 pages that was attached. I literally just broke a huge law and had no idea. Being young me, I wasn't sure what to do or think. Maybe this was a scam. So I immediately messaged back to the email of this lawyer that I looked up, by the way, stating I had no idea what I was doing, that I was doing anything wrong, and would take down and stop selling their items now. The lawyer messaged me back the next day fast and said they had a list of demands that I had to follow or they would be pushing through with a lawsuit. A what? Lawsuit? When I really had no idea and I live in a town less than 500 people, they have my Facebook business page, personal email, personal address, and my personal Facebook information, photos, and all of it. How did they find little old me? No storefront, nothing, just an online Facebook account. I then started to freak out even more and cried so many times during this. I lawyered up myself and had my lawyer speak for me so I didn't mess anything up. They also emailed me everything that they emailed, so I had a personal copy as well. I would not leave my house. I wouldn't go to the store. I wouldn't hang out with anyone. I wouldn't do anything at all because I didn't know what to think. I isolated myself and my kids in our home for months because I was so scared. These people are not nice. They don't care who you are, don't care if you have kids, don't care that you didn't understand the wrong you were doing, and told me that I had taken money from them. After doing everything that he asked of me, other than giving out my personal information or my customers' personal information, they semi threatened to sue us with a $50,000 lawsuit that would ultimately turn into $150,000 or way more because I would end up having to pay lawyer fees, a New York lawyer at that. My lawyer explained to me that it was against the law to trademark anything, even a small checkered print that they have, and that even though I truly had no regulation of a law, I was breaking, even I truly had no understanding of a law that I was breaking, that Louis Vuitton didn't understand, or that Louis Vuitton didn't care. They wanted what they thought was their money in the end, and to make a statement out of me to all the small boutiques that do what I do. Boy, was he right. A week went by, and my lawyer called me saying that they had proof of 50 items I sold with their trademark and would sue me for those 50 items they have proof of, which is $1,000 for each LB sign or their logo. Hundreds of logos on one bag at that. I didn't have that for sure. Or they would settle for $10,000 with me, shutting down my business, complete shutting so they would settle with $10,000, me shutting down my business completely, signing something saying that I would never buy, sell, or trade any property rights to Louis Vuitton ever. If I do, jail time would be permitted. I definitely still didn't have $10,000 just to hand them. I cried for days straight, scared of going to jail, losing my babies, felt like I couldn't do it anymore. My babies didn't deserve this mess. I couldn't fix it. I truly got to my lowest point in life. I no longer wanted to be here. I prayed and I couldn't talk to anyone about it. But the two people who knew was my mother-in-law and Austin. But this wasn't their problem. But they made sure I did have someone to talk to in this situation. God came out on top, and even though I won't discuss how much we ended up paying in a huge settlement, I will say God is the reason this all got resolved. I lost my personal Facebook business website, all items I paid for out of pocket and financially, and being able to financially help my family. But I didn't let this dark, terrifying time take me. Ladies, if you sell dupes, I don't care if it's Lulu, Stanley, LV, anything. Please don't or think before you do. Yes, the money financially is incredible, but it's not worth losing your family home or yourself over. I promise you that. My lawyer and my family all do truly believe that someone that sells them themselves reported me because they had every personal thing about me, which is sad because I would never do that to someone. But I'm glad this journey is over and I can finally speak about it. I take full responsibility for everything I did wrong. Never will I say I'm not at fault, but I didn't know the wrong I was doing or understood or knew about infringement. I pay my consequences and now more and now know more about it to better understand. It's my fault I didn't properly research before I sold them. I simply just believed a US wholesaler that I was buying from and thought by giving them all my information, my LLC, seller's permit, and EIN, that I did everything right. Little did I understand the law like I do now. I'm human, you live and you learn. I hope my story opens people's eyes who know and don't care, and then those who truly don't know about this, like myself. The nursing side of the medical field is what I did before this, and I think PA school is still calling my name for the next steps back in life. So that is a girl I know personally. Like, I watched her grow up, and she now has 3 kids, and I could not imagine going through that. Let's see. Bear with me because I have clips from when Pumpkin was doing this. And I have a whole TikTok about it where I literally got a lot of hate. I got so much hate for the TikTok video that I did where I was like, Pumpkin needs to stop because she's literally like, she could end up in hot water. And people like called me a hater and told me that like it was dupes, so it was fine. Even though in my TikTok video I said like it doesn't matter if it's dupes, it's still illegal. And I can tell you, Pumpkin has sold a lot of it. Not only did Pumpkin have the Sisters Closet, but she ended up making another page specifically for dupes, for luxury, fake luxury items. It was a whole nother page. Let me see if I can find it. I did request to join, but she didn't let me in. Where is it? Here it is.
With gold. These are cute little like diamond Chanel.
She's okay. She's not even saying she does say dupe at some points, but at some point she's not saying dupe. So here, real Chanel. Here's her fake ones. Here's the real ones.
I only have one pair of these. They are Chanel little hoops, claimed with CC.
And literally, you want to know what she's doing? Those are so Chanel earrings like that. I could not find any identical to that. I was on the Chanel site. I could not find not any Chanel earrings that looked identical to that. I could only find these. However, she's literally holding up Chanel earrings and saying claim. So you like, I think like she was selling them for like nothing, like $10. You know what I'm saying? Like $10 for these fake Chanel earrings, and all you had to put was claim, and you got you paid $10 for them. Like she wasn't even charging much for them. So like she's staying Chanel.
All right, next up, I only have 3 pairs of these. These are Gucci dupe white ones, claimed with Gigi White. Thank you, Americas. Claimed with Gigi. These are 5 as well. But somebody said this brand, and I can't remember what y'all said, but I have 3 pairs of these. This is Van Cleef.
$8,000 for
Somebody
the
said it's
real
Louis
ones.
Vuitton. I don't know.
$8,000 for the real ones.
Next up, I have these Louis Vuitton hoops.
She said I have these Louis Vuitton hoops, not.
Just remember the designer ones are 5.
Oh, 5. Sorry.
If y'all can give me just a moment,
I thought she was selling for 10. The designer ones were 5. My bad.
and I'll cash everybody out in literally like 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm literally going to show there's only 3 more pairs of earrings over here, and I'm just going to show these little Stanley bags, and that's going to be it. So if y'all could wait, that would be great. All right, y'all, I'm going to do these Stanley dupe bags really quick. I have 5 in hot pink. These are $8 a piece, claim with hot pink.
I could not find a Stanley bag like that at all. Like I don't even think I couldn't find one. Maybe they exist. I don't know. Either way, I literally I just saw the girl that I know post about this, and I was like talking to Sean. I was like, dude, I am shocked that Pumpkin has not got like her pantsuit off from her, from disgruntled customers, disgruntled former employees, her landlord, or I'm surprised the police haven't come after her. Like, our Louis Vuitton hasn't come after her. I mean, honestly, watching her back in the day, she sold so much. I mean, Lululemon, um, Louis Vuitton, fake Nike, Disney. I am shocked. But let me tell you something. If they do come for her, like, that's going to be a scary situation. And I wish I knew how much the other girl settled with them for, but she probably can't disclose that. But I'm so curious. I'm so nosy. But I guarantee you it was minimum $10,000 probably. But anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I just wanted to talk about how Pumpkin has gotten her a regular job at Academy. Um, just kind of reminds me of when her and Alana was on that live talking about we're just mad because we're broke and we don't have the money they have and we got to work at Waffle House and la da 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 and Waffle House, that's not a bad job. But now here you are, like you done got broke, you owe so many people money, and you bought your boyfriend a boat allegedly when you were still married, and then the boyfriend went and took his girlfriend out on it and had the girlfriend thinking that he got it for her. And yeah, working at Academy. Hopefully she'll make things right with these people, but I have a feeling she's not going to, considering she didn't do it with Pumpkin Shumkin or whatever it was. You guys leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, follow this page if you haven't yet. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Also, follow me over on my other social media platforms. Trying to grow kind of everywhere, you guys. So if you don't follow me everywhere, the links are in the description box. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.